Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Bran's Tale. We're back with Bran, back in the lab, and at the end of the previous episode we did some more transferring. Apparently there were a few things that I had left behind, among others. And so we've got a whole heap of things down here with us. Notably, our inhaler is getting low. Far too low. Lower than I would like, and, well, we need to do something about that. And perhaps getting to another lab, sooner rather than later, might be exactly what we need to do. We're going to start off today by going and dropping one of our duffel bags off that we're currently wearing. Go drop that one off. And that means that we're going to have to repair the one that we are using currently. We also have a ridiculous amount of spider meat. A huge amount of spider meat. So we're going to have to process that as well. We're going to have to dehydrate it so that it's going to last for a lot longer. So that's also what we're going to be doing today, among other things. So we've got a bit of hunger, we've got a bit of thirst. It would be nice to be able to deal with those first of all, so let's go and see if we can do just that. We should be able to make a little bit more broth now that we have those extra eggs, although in saying that, it looks like we might need to turn them into powdered eggs first. So let's just have a quick look and see how long it would take us to turn powder. Let's start with powder. And we want to look at powdered eggs. So it's saying that we don't have any eggs there, which is strange because we have a whole heap of spider eggs. Intriguing. Powdered eggs, yes. 2 spider eggs. Why only 2 spider eggs? Why not mini spider eggs? That's my question. Let's see if we can find an answer to that question, because we brought them all down here with us, so they should be here. Is it because they're all the way up here and it's too far away? That could very well be the case. Yeah, it looks like our perishable food up here is actually too far away for us to be able to reach it. So I actually didn't realize we just had some cooked meat chilling up there. Let's go ahead and eat that as it is now. Where's the rest of that cooked meat? It's probably in our inventory. No, I just saw it there. Okay, eat that and go ahead and eat again. Sure, get nice and full off that. And we'll have the water too. Okay, let's not overdo it. But we're looking okay there at the very least. So let's see, we've got our food all the way up there. It's a little too far away. I mean, maybe we'll just have to keep our perishable food here as well. I mean, ideally this is what we'd be going up to work with, but it's outside of our crafting range. So let's go turn on our light. I'm actually surprised that it is. Maybe it's that we just couldn't see it before. So let's go back through to here again, and let's just sort of do a quick search for egg. Nope. Let's go here, and we will try the same thing yet again. And same thing. We're not registering these spider eggs. Now, we do have some eggs up here, do we not? I don't know what happened to the eggs. I'm not so sure. I mean, we can see we've got all of our chunks of meat up there. That's great and all, but the eggs have disappeared. Yeah, that's quite bizarre. So that'll be something that I try and track down. So I guess we're tired. We could try and push until we get dead tired. Yeah, we could see. So let's go through to our meat, and we want to see if we can start preserving that meat. See if we can do it from this position here. Looks like we might be able to. No, so we start running out of chunks of meat. Oh, it's the dehydrator charges that we're running out of. Okay. I see. So where is our dehydrator? It should be close by. So if we just go to reload, we should be able to go to our dehydrator and then just do it there. So it's not in the display rack. Food dehydrator. Yes, it is. It's right there. We do not have any batteries to reload the food dehydrator. That's surprising. I would have thought we'd have a few batteries stashed away here, but apparently that's not the case. Let's see if we can just go ahead and make some new batteries. That's going to be 500 charges of batteries, so it's not too bad. It's going to be using all of the vinegar that we have. Again, that's okay. We'll use scrap metal and we will use the tin cans. Recycling for the win. There we go. Fantastic. We have batteries now. So let's go back and reload that dehydrator because we're going to be using it a hell of a lot. Now, another thing that we could do is create a smoker to do this. The food dehydrator is going to be a faster process. It's going to be a lot faster. So it's better for us to do it this way if we can. It does mean that we will be limited on, obviously, charges. So it's only got 200 charges, so we'll go ahead and do this as much as we can. Ignore the klaxon. Only 15 charges left in our inhaler. Yikes. Okay, let's go reload that dehydrator. Yes, again. It's in the same position. Fantastic. And we'll go ahead and we'll just repeat that same recipe. Dehydrating even more meat. Although in saying this, like, I'm just thinking, it's going to take such a long time. It's 800 units of meat. I don't even know if we can do that before it goes off. It's going to go off in 22 hours. Oh, it seems that deep freezing killed all parasites. Nice, but I guess it's still not nice to eat it raw. If we could freeze it, that would be amazing. That would be great. Power generation, as we know, isn't super easy for us to do here. The fridge obviously isn't keeping things cold here, so power isn't working in the room. Yeah. We could try and make some kind of rig to do that, but fridges use a lot of power, and I think trying to preserve it like this is the fastest, is the most efficient way for us to do it. Unfortunately, we're just going to tear through batteries, so I guess either way, we're using charge, aren't we, in one way or the other. I just don't want to see all that go to waste. I'm trying to think if there are any other ways that we can do it. Now, we can smoke food as well. We can make smoked meat. So for that, we need a charcoal smoker. So that's using charcoal. And to actually get charcoal, we'd need to make a charcoal kiln. And to get a charcoal kiln, we need a whole lot of rocks. So, yeah. There are no other ways for us to create charcoal. Yeah, I'm just concerned that we're going to lose all this meat, and there won't be too much we can do about that. Now, we do also have a vacuum sealer. I think, from memory, we have a vacuum sealer. But then you also need the bags and other accompanying things to be able to seal stuff like that. And even if you seal it, if you're not going to keep it cold, I think it's still going to decay. So, what are the options here for Bran? We don't have great options at this stage. We've still got another 200 batteries, so we can theoretically do this again. So we will go ahead and make even more. Okay, fantastic. So we're looking at 48 units of dehydrated meat, which is good. That's good in my book. The next option that we potentially have is actually trying to cook something that is longer lifed. So let's see. Salted meat slice. That's using chunks of meat, saline solution. That's going to make it last for 2 days. Okay, that is an option. We could try for sausages, couldn't we? That's entirely possible. So that's a raw sausage. I know we did make the wasteland sausages. Something like that will be what we want to do, I think. So, yeah, we wanted to go into our meat and just see what our options are going to be. And essentially, we're having a look at the time here. So, meat jerky, that's potentially an option for us. It takes an hour to complete that. It requires how many chunks of meat? Just the one chunk of meat? So that's going to be a really slow process to be able to get that meat jerky. We're looking at 2 days here as well. 3 days with the aspic. Yeah. Wasteland sausage. 3 seasons until it spoils. And we need to use a charcoal smoker with that as well. Yeah. Need a lot more salt to be able to make that into an option for us. Really, we don't have a lot of choices here. I can just foresee us losing this meat, and that's really unfortunate. There are no levels of the lab that are freezing cold. The only other potential option would be to leave the meat on the surface, and that's not a great option. It will just rot away. Even if it freezes, I think it will thaw enough during the day for it to actually just disappear. So, yeah, we're at a bit of an impasse there. Dealing with that amount of food, we weren't really prepared for it. Now, the only other thing that I can think of potentially trying to do, okay, birds, you can follow me for now, is come over here and have a look. No, so the fridge isn't working. So even though, the light's just happening out here. Okay. Yeah. All right, get back inside, birds. Get back inside. You're trouble enough as it is. Yeah, well, this is unfortunate. All that spider meat. Now, I know that some of you probably have ideas, and some of those ideas can be great. I just cannot think of them right now. Okay, look at that. We can make a charcoal kiln. A smoking rack is another option for us. Because we can get the tools necessary to do that. Again, I'm pretty sure we're just going to need more charcoal to do that. Yeah. Okay, you know what? We're going to make a charcoal kiln. We're going to make the charcoal kiln out here in this little area. We're just going to close up this door here for now. And we need 40 rocks to be able to pull this off. So let's just go ahead and search for rock. Let's see. Rocks. Where are our rocks being stored? Oh, they might be stored as ammunition. No, they shouldn't be getting stored as ammunition. That's rather bizarre. Okay, well, I guess we're going to be doing an all-round search for rocks then. Okay, to the southwest. Why to the southwest? Under ammunition. I guess they are being stored as ammunition. 55 rocks. Okay, can I carry 40 rocks? I can. All right. Let's go out to here. We are going to not place that. We're going to have a look at building a... we need a digging tool. Okay, so we should have a shovel or something of the like here. Or is it an excavation tool? Makeshift shovel. Digging of 2. Fantastic. I'm pretty sure we do have an excavating tool as well, but that should still do the job just fine. Okay, charcoal kiln. We want to go ahead and create you over here. We're feeling tired. Stop the construction. No, so we're gonna have a good sleep after this because we are dead tired. I just really want to try and do something about this poor meat. Okay, so we have a charcoal kiln there. Great, that's fantastic. That's wonderful. Now, jumping back over towards here, we want 2x4s. Now, the 2x4s should be getting stored with the junk. Sometimes you can never know for certain. So let's just do an all-around search. It'll be the easiest way to do it. We're just going to search for 2. And apparently we don't have any 2x4s in that pile, which I guess fair enough. So maybe over here then. Or was that not an all-around search? Okay, let's just keep that filter on and just walk over here. Nope, nothing. Unfortunate. I know we did bring down some splintered wood. Not that we needed to. We've only got 7 splintered wood. That's not a lot. It's not a lot of that. We actually do have some charcoal. Not a huge amount. We've actually got coal as well. So the coal we might be able to use, theoretically, if we make a smoking rack. Potentially. And where would we want to make this smoking rack? Well, I'm imagining we might just end up putting it in front of the fridge. That's a really awkward place. I mean, realistically, I feel like it would probably go better over there. We can just open the window that way, get some filtration. Like so. Okay, but to be able to make a smoking rack, we need, quite a few 2x4s. Okay, that's doable. We can get that from the other places. So we're looking at 16, correct? Let's just see. Yeah, 16 2x4s. Totally doable. First thing we're going to have to do, though, is try and take some caffeine-related substances so that we can wake the hell back up. Let's see, caffeine pill. There we go. Just give us a little bit of a boost, just for a little bit, so that we can stay going. Okay, have some more water as well. All right. Okay. So we're going to go across into the other room for now. I think what we're going to do is just get all of our bird friends to hang up here in this room, because this is a cool room. Believe me, guys. I know you don't believe me, but believe me, it's a cool room. Just stay in there. Okay. Moving across into this space here, let's go ahead and start getting some 2x4s. So we want to not disassemble, we want to go up to, all the way up to the top, to deconstruct furniture. And we'll just start deconstructing. We need 16 2x4s. Let's see, how many we're going to get here. Okay, we're on our way. That's 12 2x4s. And let's just do one more. Don't stop. Keep it up. Okay, another 6. Fantastic, that'll be enough. Can we just take the 5? Okay. Heading back over, do we want to take another caffeine pill? Ideally, no. We'll see if we can push on just for a little further. Yes, we're putting Bran into a difficult position, but it's a necessary position. This might not even do everything we need it to, but it'll be a try at the very least. And there we go, we have ourselves a smoking rack. So, inspect smoking rack, insert food for smoking. Capacity, 20 liters. Okay, fill the smoking rack with raw meat. So it's changed a little bit. Let's put chunks of meat in there. Insert how many? 80. Apparently we can put 80 chunks of meat into there. That's better than nothing. Inspect smoking rack. Alright, so we've got light up and smoke food. Need 500 charges of charcoal. Oh, wow. Okay, so we were prepared for this. We were really prepared for this. Hey, I guess the main thing is we will be prepared for the future, right? We'll be prepared for the future. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to need to do is get charcoal, because we do not have enough charcoal. We've only got 50 charcoal. We need 500 charges of charcoal. There's a lot more. A lot more. This meat, unfortunately, is going to rot away. There isn't anything we can do about that at this stage. I think I've explored all avenues that I possibly can. And, well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. We're going to be stuck on this one, unfortunately. So while it is a shame that we are going to lose out on it, what we can probably try and do, maybe, is still consume some of it for power. Maybe the internal furnace might bypass any of the ill effects we'd get from eating rotten meat. There's only one way to find out, right? There is only one way to find out. But regardless, I think we are going to actually want charcoal, so let's go ahead and just do some more disassembly, so that we can at the very least get this thing going before we decide to call it a night finally and let Bran have a bit of a sleep. And by a bit of a sleep, I mean a lot of a sleep. Okay, alright, so the nails are going to come in handy as well, so we might as well just start hauling all of this junk back. And we'll go through the door. Okay, alright, so let's see. Alright, it is empty, fill with wood or bone, and try again. Okay, alright, so let's go onto the square that we're on, onto the charcoal kiln, and go ahead and move that across. Fantastic. We're just going to leave those there for the time being. We'll come down to this little space, and we'll just start trying to tear those apart. Okay, same deal with those. We will grab those in just a moment. We're gonna go until we can't go anymore at this stage. Ignore the klaxons. Okay, let's get off the couch, and we'll go ahead and transfer those across into the kiln. Now, I don't know what the maximum amount of the kiln can take, but we're gonna go as far as we can with it. Okay, drag those across. The nails and everything else are gonna come in handy too. Alright. We have ourselves 2 more tables in this space. Ignore ya. Okay, deconstruct you. And deconstruct you. Moving on. I actually do want to close that door. And shift you both across. Okay, so we've got 60 pieces of 2x4s. 60 2x4s. We want to go ahead and just leave those there. That table we want to keep there. That's our own fun little table. We should be able to get a little bit more wood, potentially out of the chest of drawers. Let's see. 6 2x4s, same kind of deal. And we'll disassemble the bookcase as well. Okay. I can't remember how many we get from disassembling crates. There are a number of crates semi-nearby, but we'll just go with what we got for now. Okay, we are transferring you across to here. Ah, fantastic. We are at capacity. That's where we want to be. Great. So we're going to go ahead and light this thing up. Okay, fire the kiln. Yes. Okay, so that is going to take a while for it to work. It's going to take 6 hours. So let's have a look and see how much time do we have on these. The stomachs are already rotten. Well, that's fantastic. So it has more than 17 hours until it spoils. We might be able to do this, folks. We might. We might. Okay, well, let's go ahead and close up that door for now. Close up that as well. We are very hungry. We're very thirsty. Not a good way to go to sleep. So, you know what? Let's go cook up some of that meat that we have, at the very least, into something proper. We could make raw sausage, or we could go ahead and make meat pies. Really, I think just a curry with meat? Yeah, sure. Why not? Go ahead and make a curry with meat. We will use some beans, and we'll use the chunk of dehydrated meat, using that as well. And we'll just go ahead and consume it right away. Next up, let's go into here. We want to go and make something else nice and meaty. What are we looking at here then? We could just make some cooked meat. Just go make 8 units of cooked meat. Yes, we should really get some sleep. I agree with that statement. Okay, just have all the meat we can until we get full, and we are going to go and have a good and proper sleep. I'm going to go ahead and hit that. Okay, we have no other power draining things going on. We're going to close the door. We're going to wear... oh, I see that they get moved. Right, okay, so it'll be with the clothes, the rest of the things. We are looking for a pair of earplugs. Fantastic. Come back through here. Come on, birds. Come on, birds. Come on, birds. These birds, while fun, can be rather... we don't need the makeshift shovel. We just need the broadsword. And there we go. Peace and quiet. Let's go to sleep. Interesting episode so far, trying to essentially race against the clock. We might go way past that clock. We'll just go with what we've got. We've got heaps of 2x4s in those crates up there, in the form of those crates, that is. So we'll be able to get a lot of charcoal for the future when it comes to preserving massive amounts of meat. And I feel like we need to have almost a bit of a production line going on where we have more than one smoking rack and we can just smoke all the meat that way. It's going to be more efficient for us time-wise to do that as well, I believe. So let's have the clean water, and we will take off our earplugs. There they are. Fantastic. Okay, all right. Birds, I would really appreciate it if you just stayed in the room. It's going to make everyone's life so much easier. I don't want to have to rope you up. Gary, come on. Come on. Come on now. I'm trying to run so I'm fast enough to get away from them. And I am, just enough. Okay, all right. Let's head down, see if the charcoal is complete. It is. That's a lot of charcoal. That's fantastic. That's exactly what we want. So let's dispose of that. We will store that in our inventory. Yes, we're overburdened. Let's not die with the charcoal. But we are going to go ahead and reload with charcoal. We're going to go put all that charcoal in there. It says it needs 500, so let's just put 500 in there for now. Okay, so there is already food in there. Smoking rack is full. Light up and smoke food. Okay. Oh, all right. Let's make sure that the window is open and that the smoke can escape. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Okay. In my defense, it never used to do this. It never actually used to smoke. Although it's not smoking further than there. So it's kind of okay. The window is semi-working. Ah, dear. We'll just have to be away from it while it's doing that. Okay. Okay, right. That's something at the very least, right? That's something. Now, if we make another charcoal smoking rack, then we'll be able to we'll be looking good. Now, we could go ahead and open the door up there. Or we could just make another smoking rack right there, possibly. So to make another smoking rack, let's see. we're looking at 16 2x4s. Again, that's doable. That's doable. Let's actually go up this way this time, and we'll see how much we're going to be able to get from disassembling these. Oh, the laptop computer. Well, I've got it now. I know many of you were saying that we can make a control laptop with that. That's true. That's a great idea. Something that we will be investigating. So we need 16. Well, we only need 15 2x4s now, but let's see how many we get from deconstructing these. We get 4, but even less than we were getting before. That's fine. That's fine. We'll take it. Leave the nails. Deconstruct furniture. Okay, 2x4s. How are we looking at the moment? We're at 13. Okay, so we just need 2 more, and then we'll be golden. We'll take that RAM as well, or processor board rather. Okay, heading back. All right. Let's see. We are going to go all the way down there, and we are going to not make a smoking rack because we are missing them. Apparently, I did not count properly. Oh, of course I need 1 more. I was being an idiot. I totally forgot and had already counted the one that was in our inventory. Let's just wait for the smoke to pass, if possible. It doesn't look like it's going to, so we'll stand up here. This is going to make it even smokier in here. Yes, I know I should make it somewhere else, but we're not gonna. And again, I can't build the smoking rack for some reason. Oh, we need rocks as well. 8 rocks, and we are missing those rocks now? I suppose we probably could be. Oh, we're missing 1 rock. Okay. What's the fastest way for me to get a rock in here? Probably knocking down a wall, more than likely. I didn't think rocks would be the deciding factor of whether or not we were going to lose all of our meat. But, as it turns out, it is the rocks. So, we have the charcoal forge. We could charcoal kiln rather. We could disassemble that. I'm just trying to think if there's anywhere else in here that we could potentially get a rock from. We could spend an hour knocking down a wall. We might be able to get some rocks that way. The other option is, like I said, disassembling the charcoal kiln. We can always put it back together again afterwards. So let's just go deconstruct furniture. We should be able to get all of our stuff back from that. We got 30 rocks back. So we lost 10 rocks in the process. That kind of sucks. Now, is that within reach? Probably not. Let's see. No, it is not. Okay. All right. Having fun. We are having fun. Okay. All right. Now, heading up and over towards here, we want to see if we can go ahead and build another smoking rack. Fantastic. Okay. We are taking lots of lungfuls of smoke. More than I would like. More than I would like. Okay, so, air filtration system we don't have installed yet. We did fail on that multiple times. That would be nice now. That would be nice. Okay, we're just going to have to go around. Do I have access to the charcoal at the moment? Insert food for smoking. Chunks of meat, 80. Okay, there should be charcoal nearby. Where is all the rest of the charcoal? Because I know I think it must be on the floor over here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I think if we're here, I need to be actually holding on to it. Wow. All right. Let's go ahead and reload, and we're going to put 500 into this one as well. Okay, it's good. Light it up, fire it, and just drop the charcoal. And let's go get away from the really, really smokiness that's happening over that side of the room. Okay, well, I think we may have saved more food than we could have originally by doing this maneuver. We've still got 600 freaking things of raw meat over there that is going to go off. It's past its midlife, so yeah. We've got rotten stomachs there already. We're definitely going to try and burn them. We need to chuck down the brazier at some point. Okay, look, we can do some other work while we are here, though. So let's look at doing that. We're going to go have some more of our cooked meat. Sure, and let's go make some more clean water. Oh, we are at it. 6 units, integrated tool set. Just start by consuming it and pour the rest into our canteen. Okay, so from this position, we want to start working on some of our vehicle components, our vehicle bits and pieces. So we need to find out, first of all, where they have gone. So if we have a look here, if we just have a look at V parts, we'll see where they are. Okay, so they're in that bottom corner there. Alright, so we got the car battery. So that's the small engine that we potentially want to try and see if we can repair. So we'll go ahead and pick that thing up. I'm imagining it's going to be similar to how we've done other ones so far. I just also had a thought. There probably is a fair amount of batteries in some of our other appliances that we have here that we could use to dehydrate some more bits and pieces, but we'll just see how we do. We've got 300 in the welder at the moment, but we do want to keep some batteries still. If it means losing out on a little bit of meat, I'm going to be okay with it, I think. Okay, so let's see. We need a soldering iron to start with, and that's going to be with our tools. So it should be in here somewhere. Soldering iron, fantastic, and it is already charged. So we want to go ahead and activate the soldering iron and see if we can repair the engine here. And we have a good chance to do it. Fantastic. So we'll go ahead and repeat until fully repaired, and hopefully... Okay. Reinforcing. We don't need to reinforce the engine. But that's great. That engine is fully repaired now. I guess that's the only unfortunate thing. Oh, we know we can kind of see what's damaged here. I just remember that energy... Oh. One cycle engine. Hang on. So what's the one that I have then? Oh, it's also it's a one-cylinder engine. So very, very small engine, but good enough, I think. We also have the car battery here as well, which we can install to get things going. We have the motorbike battery and the motorbike alternator, both quite light. The car battery is a lot heavier. So let's just have a look at the battery and the alternator. The alternator's fine. Don't think we need to touch that. I am going to grab some of those multivitamins though, just because we are getting low. Actually, I say I'm going to do that and then I don't do it. So let's just go ahead and take 10 of those for now, because our vision started dropping off towards the end of the last. Okay, fantastic. Something else I just realized, we have a whole heap of tainted bone. The tainted bone can be put into the charcoal kiln, which we no longer have. And with that, we can make charcoal from the tainted bones, so it's something that we can actually use them for. It's a positive. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do some more repairing. Using the soldering iron, we're going to repair, first of all, this battery. We're going to repair until it's fully done. We do not have enough plastic chunks to do that. Okay, we need one plastic chunk. So to get those, we have plastic bottles over here. We need to have a look for other plastic items that we don't really have a use of, or rather a use for right now. And I do remember seeing one actually just down here. So if we jump through, there we go. We have, oh, it's a pewter bowl. I thought it was a plastic bowl. It is not. It is not. But I'm sure we do have other plastic type things. Take that irradiated banana. Why the hell not? Plastic bottle. Fantastic. So we'll go ahead, take that. We will unload the rotten fruit juice, pour into the oven, because why not? And then we're going to go ahead and just butcher the bottle itself. Drop the plastic bottle and butcher it. Cut it up. We get one plastic chunk. Well, that's what we needed to do the repair, so I don't know how much it needs. Repair. Okay, it's going to need a bit more than that. Repair. Ignore the bang. Okay, how are we looking at the moment on that battery? Better. Alright, we want to get it back to full, so we are going to have to try and grab some other plasticky type things that we might not need. Lots of chunks of chitin. The plastic bag with the cotton balls, I think if we grab that, we might be able to get some plastic from the plastic bag. So we'll just go ahead and unload that. And we've got the irradiated banana as well. So we're going to drop both those plastic bags and just see if we can get anything from them. We cannot cut the plastic bags up. Unfortunately. Well, that's a shame. So they're kind of useless for us. That's alright then. It's really plastic bottles in that we're going to be able to get plastic chunks from. Trying to see if there's anything else here that we can really disassemble and start getting down to more of like kind of the base components. I mean, these are all spare parts. they're probably, like, things like this, desk fan, for example, we can take that apart, and that's also going to give us some plastic chunks. Fantastic. So I will try and have a look for items like this where we are going to be able to get a fair amount of materials from. Fantastic. So we'll go ahead and attempt to do the repair yet again. As long as we can. Ignore. Okay, fantastic. It is a fully repaired motorcycle battery. Brilliant. Good. Very good. Okay, so we can install both of those. The other thing that we're going to need is the jerry can, wherever that may be. And the jerry can is going to have the gas in it that we need to actually operate our bike. So the next question is, where, oh where, is the jerry can? So let's have a look over here. We're going to search for jerry. It's purely just because it's got fuel in it. It could be in a number of different places. So let's have a look over here. Yes, there it is. Fantastic. So let's go inventory, and we'll take that plastic jerry can of fuel, and that we can install on our bike. So we're going to need the welder, I believe. Or no, we won't. No, we won't, because our integrated toolset is working like the welder. If that's the case, then we might be able to save even more of this food. The way we're going to do that is by unloading all of our other unnecessary electrical items. The hair trimmer, it's not really needed. The makeshift welder, we're going to go ahead and unload you. Let's see, what else are we going to unload here? The electric forge. I want to keep some charge in that. The vacuum sealer. See, the vacuum sealer, I'm tempted to see if we can do anything with that at the moment. So let's just search for vacuum sealer. Okay. If I were to activate this vacuum sealer, which I cannot at this stage, I guess it is just an implement that's used in vacuum sealing bits and pieces. Oh no, we can activate. You cannot do anything interesting with your vacuum sealer. So if I was to search for vac, that's a makeshift vacuum sealer. It's used for vacuum packing food. Yes, it is. And we have a proper one. But I'm imagining we need plastic bags, which we have, you know, in proximity to us. Maybe I'm missing something here. Doing a classic YouTube move and not reading everything that's on the screen. It's a portable heat sealer unit with an air pump. It's used for vacuum packing food to preserve it. Okay, that's cool. We cannot do anything interesting with it. What if we were to use it here? Still can't really utilize it here, it would seem. We cannot do anything interesting with our vacuum sealer. Cool, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know how long these smokers are going to be going for, but we're just gonna keep on unloading things that aren't necessarily going to need batteries. I think that's all there is, because everything else is going to be food related, I think. Yeah. So that's all the batteries that we got to work with for now. We're going to go ahead and see if we can reload the food dehydrator to maximum. And we're going to go ahead and dehydrate some more meat. 8 units, the maximum amount again. Do as much as we can. We've only got 8 or 9 charges left on our inhaler. Less than ideal. Less than ideal. It looks like the other charcoal smoker has gone out. That's a good sign. Have some of this meat, and let's have some water. We're tired. That's okay. Let's see. Remove food from the smoking rack. Oh, what do we got? 80 units of smoked meat. Fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and drop that over here. Excellent. The rotten food we're going to have to go ahead and deal with some way or another. The offal is going to go off in a fair... Yeah, actually, you know what? They're taking a little less time than I thought. Or rather, they're taking longer than I thought. Now it's saying 9 hours and 10 hours. So I'm wondering if the cold temperature, you know, is kind of keeping it around for a little bit longer. Because, I mean, what are we looking at in here? 6 degrees. I mean, it's not freezing, but it's cold, right? So, yeah, it could actually be helping it stay for a little bit longer, which I am definitely on board with. Let's go ahead and reload this thing one more time if we can, and we'll do as much as we can yet again. Ignore, and just preserve as much as possible. Fantastic. We'll go for one more if we can. Reload the food dehydrator. Yep, we are missing charges. Okay, so we can't do that full amount, but we can still do some. Let's go to dehydrated meat and see how much we can do. 4. Half the amount, that's okay. Alright, we've got a fair amount of dehydrated meat now, which I'm pretty damn happy about. Drop that off as well. Lots of dehydrated meat, and we've got some smoked meat too. We've got options. We have options. It's probably not too long until that other one is done, so we could just wait around here until it's finished. We could maybe even get some more on the go, because, I mean, let's do that with the other one. I don't know why I'm not doing that now. That's really stupid. So let's go brave the smoke, which we're just going to have to... We could actually put the filter mask on. Let's do that. No, not commit... Every time. Okay, we've got a filter mask on now, so we should be okay in the smoke. Yep. That's fine. We're doing okay here. We're doing okay. Let's go ahead and see if I can get us some more music going again. And any moment now. There we go. No, we did actually get some smoke there, so it still happens. Let's go grab 500 units of charcoal. We're overburdened. You don't say. Let's go ahead and insert the food. Chunks of meat, 80. And we're going to go ahead and reload with charcoal. This charcoal smoking system was a good idea. I'm glad I thought of it before I was chastised for forgetting. And I do like the way it works now. It's different from how it has been in the past. And we'll go ahead and, yeah, fire it. Fantastic. That's a whole lot more food that we have to work with there. We're coughing heavily. Yes, I know. We're not very good at taking care of our lungs. Okay. Let's go take the filter mask off now, because that will be actually making it quite hard for us to breathe. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so it's probably not too long until the other one is completed. I don't know if we can get an estimation. And again, thank you. I mean, Bran has to keep us up to date as to the as to how his antivirus system is going on himself. Let's see. Quench will destroy all used charcoal. Inspect it. It'll finish in about an hour. Okay. All right. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Now, there's nothing that we can really read in that time, but I'm just wondering if there's anything else that we can make. Well, we do have that laptop, don't we? So we could have a look and see if we are able to make anything interesting here. Now, we can make a few things, it would seem, under electronic that we might not have been able to before. We've got all kinds of different other things here, the onboard chemistry lab, etc., etc. Electrohack is an interesting one. It has many ports allowing it to connect to almost any control panel or other electronic machine, but not computers. Little skill it can use to crack passwords and more. So it's interesting that it can crack passwords, but you cannot use it on computers. So I don't know where you'd really use it, per se. We could make an electrohack just so that we've got one. I don't see any reason why not to. Let's use a process board on our person, and we'll just use the integrated toolset to be able to do that. Feeling tired, stop crafting. No, we'll go through. We'll be dead tired. That's okay. I do want to wait until this thing is finished before we, think about going to bed. Is it finished yet? No. Difficult to tell from distance. Yes, we are very, very tired. We are very tired. Right, let's see. We got a radiation biomonitor. Okay. A small battery-powered biometric safety device worn on your wrist. Activate to check your current level of radiation exposure. It's not bad. We nearly had a CBM that would do that for us. Unfortunately, we lost out on that. Radio activation mod means that we can activate things from a distance. Micromotors. Oh. I didn't realize that we could make the atomic nightlight and the atomic lamp. So that's with the plutonium cells that we have. So an atomic lamp is essentially light, eternal. It will never fail. And that's pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. Okay. Applying direct current. Okay, cool. The other thing that I was looking for, solar backpacks. Sorry, that's new. Okay, that's quite interesting. A personal portable charging system. Very nice. It's a little encumbering. But I mean, it's a backpack. Okay, all right. What was I wanting to have a look for here? I was wanting to have a look for the atomic coffee maker. Atomic coffee maker, what do we need? 5 plastic chunks. Hey, we're close to being able to make this thing. I reckon we should try and make it. 5 plastic chunks. Okay, so we got plastic chunks before by disassembling something that we didn't really need. So let's have a look in here and see if there are more things that we don't necessarily need to have complete. So here we go. We've got one right here, and 8 plastic chunks from the television. We're overburdened currently. I don't like that, so we're going to go ahead and drop some things that we don't need currently, namely all of those. And we're going to go to the television that we have stashed away right here, and we're going to disassemble that sucker. Now we are tired, so we might fail at some of this. We'll see how we do. We dropped several items on the sofa. Fantastic. That's great. Okay, we're a little thirsty. Do something about that, and let's see if we can make that atomic coffee maker now. We have the option to make a number of different things, tiny electric motors and all kinds of doodads, and of course there we have it, the atomic coffee maker. And I believe, yeah, that's it. Never sacrifice taste for convenience. Excellent. So it'll just keep on working as well. Plutonium's good like that. So we'll go ahead and see if we can make this thing, and just like that, we have an atomic coffee maker. Great. So do we activate you? Heat up. Oh, right, we can actually just use it to heat up things on the go. How heavy are you? How much do you take up in space-wise? Weight is, yeah, it's 4 kgs, which is, you know, that's a fair amount. Volume isn't too bad. We can heat up things on the go with this, and it's not going to use any power. That's pretty cool. The electro hack, we're going to go ahead and reload that. We do not have any batteries. Of course we don't. Of course we don't. Okay. All right. Is it time? It looks like... Oh, yep, no, that looks like it's done. It looks like it's done. We just need to wait. There we go. Remove food. Fantastic. So with that, we'll go ahead and drop that over here. And we can set up a new lot before we're about to go to sleep, as I think that'll be the smartest thing that we can do. Made good use of this charcoal. Reload with charcoal. 500. And let's go ahead and insert chunks of meat. 80. Brilliant. And let's go ahead and light it up. Excellent. Now that's still got a long while to go, right? About 3 hours, yeah. So we should go to sleep at this stage. Excellent. Now, the only other thing that I wanted to check was, can we actually make atomic coffee now? We most certainly can. We most certainly can. Now this will really wake us up. We could use it now, and it would completely wake us up, and we wouldn't need to go to sleep. But I'm actually okay with us going to sleep right now. We've got things on the go. I don't think the place will burn down. I mean, that remains to be seen. We're going to put in our earplugs and hope for the best. Let's go ahead and sleep. We're not going to set any alarms. We're just going to sleep, and we're going to hope that nothing bad happens to us. So what did we get done in this episode so far? We managed to save a whole heap of the meat. More meat than I thought was going to be possible for us to save. Something is making noise. We woke up even though we've got our earplugs in. Really? I think we're going to continue trying to sleep here. Actually, you know what? We'll get up for a second. We'll see what's going on with those. Because I don't know how long we actually slept for then. We might have to just go into the smoke. No, there we go. Let's see. Inspect. Less than an hour. See, now I'm tempted just to stay up for a little bit and just wait. Yeah, let's crack the door open. It's going to be done really soon, so what do we want to try and make in that time? Let's have a look at electronics. The other thing that I wanted to have a look at was the control laptop, whether we actually have the ability to make it yet. No, we do not. So the other thing that I wanted to have a look for, we'll just search for laptop and just see if there's anything else we can do with that. No, there isn't at this stage, but we will be able to. We will get better. Having a look at this in armor, though, I'm seeing a whole heap of other survivor things now. Survivor harness. Okay, and that's just to work as more of like a chest rig. Okay, but these are the kind of the furthest along things that we can kind of get to. We can actually make infrared goggles now. We might not need them if we can get the night vision module that we have working. I think we'll be able to get that working. I'm just remembering we had that friggin' invisible cloak as well. Well, I guess like camouflage cloak of a sorts. Something for us to have a look at though are things like the Survivor hood, for example. It's a heavily armored leather and Kevlar hood designed to provide comfort and protection. This is nice. Not freaking bad. But where I don't think it'll be as helpful... Actually, you know what? I think the Survivor armor is only still a suit, right? Let's actually... Yeah. That's right. We've got our Japanese armor suits as well. So, we have options when it comes to armor at this stage. We've got an entry suit. We can actually make Survivor suits now as well. Winter Survivor suit. Yeah, because our fabrication is quite high. So it is winter at the moment. The winter survival suit is an option for sure. It's like more of the heavier version. It's giving us a bash and cut protection of 10 and 15. I'm not sure what our current is at this stage. And this is a whole body suit as well. Yeah, I mean, that's really not that bad. 8 and 12. What are we looking at the moment with our protection? So the main protection that we're getting, and it's not going to be covering us entirely, is it? Let's have a look. What is protecting us right now? The Kevlar vest is protecting us. That gives us 8 and 16. That's worn close to the skin, so we'll be able to wear that no matter what. What else do we have on our torso? Are we really that limited torso-wise? Oh, the Kevlar vest, of course. I see. MBR vest. How was I missing you? That's giving us 10 and 20 for an encumbrance of 8. It has a coverage of 85%, so it's pretty good coverage. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. And that's actually, in saying that, that's worn over the top. So we could, theoretically, still work with that. Because it's worn over the top of your suit. And the suit, theoretically, should be on the mid layer. So the survival suit is still decent. Yeah, layer normal. So this is going to be the arms, the legs, the torso. Yeah, not bad. 8 and 12. Whereas that is going to be 10 and 15. 27 encumbrance. That's only 15. I feel like I would want to go for the survivor suit because dodge is still going to be really, really important for us. Entry suit is, well, I mean, is that to enter the atmosphere? No, it's for firefighters. I'm being dumb. It's to enter burning buildings. Okay. I'm with you now. I'm with you. And this protects you from pretty much everything. Also quite good. But yeah, survivor suit is what I think we're going to want to work to right now. And all we need for it is 4 hours time, which is quite a bit, but 20 leather patches and 20 rags. Okay, 4 tanned hides. So we've got quite a few clothes here. We've got leather patches already there. We just need to get some of these things clean. And for us to be able to do that, we need to use the washboard that we have. Let's have some cooked meat. Struggling to make out the details. Let's have a multivitamin. I'll have some of that banana when we get hungry as well, because that will also help us out vitamin-wise. But yeah, looking into here, we're going to go to the washboard, select that sucker, and we can wash multiple things now, which is great. We have nothing to clean. That is a lie. That is a fabrication. There are many things here to clean. Activate the washboard again? Do I need to actually... Oh, I need to have the things on me, I think. Right, that's fine. That's fine. So, obviously we've got a lot of leather material here for us to cut up. I think we'll start off by taking those, and we want to try and clean them to start with. Is that what we want to do? Sure, let's run with that. So let's go washboard. We want to clean that, and that. How much is that going to take? We need 1 charges of cleansing agents to wash these items. Are we off by 1? Really? Is that how far off we are? Because that's pretty close. Oh no, apparently there we could do it. I just wasn't close enough. We washed our clothing. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got a few more leather patches there. That's good, but we need many. So we're going to need a whole lot of leather clothing for us to work with this. So the bigger items, namely the leather pants, we'll take those pants, the jacket. We've got our armored leather vest there. Right, let's see what else we've got. All these are going to have a fair amount of leather to them. We'll take the leather gloves. Let's see, the dress shoes are also going to have leather. I'm going to take the knee-high boots over those. I just want to see how we're looking after we've worked on all of these. Alright, washboard, and go through. Ignore. Wash them all, and it looks like that other one has just completed, I think. Yes, it has. Fantastic. So we'll go ahead and remove food from there. Pick that up. Dispose of the earplugs. Oh, were we just wielding? We were just wielding the earplugs. I'm being an idiot. Store in our inventory. Hot damn. Still haven't learned. Alright, smoked meat. So we're going to have to go through the smoke here. We're going to make it fast. Okay, let's go ahead and grab another 500 units of charcoal. Wield it. We're going to insert food, chunks of meat. Brilliant. And we're going to reload with charcoal. 500. Light it up. Fantastic. Okay, so I feel like we've saved a whole heap of the meat. I'm really, really happy with that. We're down to 340. That's good. So we've nearly gotten through half the amount of meat that we brought down with us, which is great. This says it's going to take 7 hours before it's off. So yeah, it is taking longer than it actually should for it to go off down here. So the lower temperature is definitely helping us out. That, I am happy. Now, I've just realized we've spent pretty much the entire episode in this room. Sometimes Cataclysm is going to be like that, where it's just going to be us hanging out in a room, working on some things, smoking some meat. Yeah, what can I say? That's Cataclysm. Okay, so we need to disassemble, or rather take apart all of these things here. So I'm pretty sure that we are only going to be able to cut them up. We shouldn't be able to disassemble them. So we'll just go cut up everything. We've got 13 of the patches. We've got quite a few there, 34. So that's actually quite close to where we need to be for our survivor suit. So let's just go back, have a look at suits again. And we are going to go back to survivor suit and just see where we're at. So we only need to have 20 rags now. That's fantastic. We are on our way to a nice proper survivor suit. Right, so let's see. What do we want to tear apart to get those rags? Well, really, the easiest thing for us to do is probably just take apart either the bed up the top here or take apart these here. Let's go all the way up. And bam. I just seen that you can designate a practice target, which I'm guessing is so that you can, like, fire things at it, which that's pretty freaking cool. Okay, we're gonna go, we'll leave the door open, that's fine. Little thirsty. Clean water, great. Do I have 13 units of clean water in that? No. I got that from somewhere else then, I think. I don't know. Okay, we should have everything we need. Surprisingly enough, and yeah, we do. Survivor suit. Holy crap. This is going to be the best thing for us, right? I mean, the chitinous armor actually... Now, that's just torso and legs. It is a little bit better in some aspects, but this is a handmade combination armor made from bulletproof vest and reinforced leather jumpsuit. It protects from the elements as well from harm. It's good. It's a good piece of tech for us. Now we do also have the light survivor suit. That's an option for us to keep it obviously lighter so that we can dodge around a little bit more. It's really not changing. I mean, in saying that, it's actually half the encumbrance and it's not half the protection. It's not bad. I see. This is where I struggle because I really am in two minds about it. It's a lightweight version of this, the heavier version. Storage on that is 7. The storage on this is more. You actually get more storage on the light survivor suit. I guess that's the question is, what kind of character is Bran going to be? Is he going to be more dodgy, or is he going to be like, I'm going to stand my ground and tear you to pieces? I kind of see him being a little bit more like that. He is going to be Iron Man after all, so yeah. I think this will suit him well. Let's go ahead. That's going to be 4 hours for us to do this. So we're going to go ahead and use the chest rig that is on our person to be able to do this. We are going to use the MBR vest that is on our person. So that means that we can keep that Kevlar vest. And we're going to use our integrated tool set. And we are away. And during this time, 7 charges left. Okay. Don't stop crafting. Keep at it. You got this. You got this, buddy. And we could potentially try out atomic coffee. And there we go. We have ourselves a survivor suit. This is a milestone for any character in Cataclysm. Getting to the point where you can make your first survivor suit is a big deal. Now we can see that this is going to cover our torso, our arms, and our legs on the normal layer. So what we need to do is go through our gear, and everything that's on the normal layer we need to take off. Now that's worn over our clothes, so we can actually keep this. However, with the duffel bag, it is going to give us a... actually, no, hang on, because that's strapped, and that's just worn over. So we can actually... No, our torso is fine. We're just going to get an increase, which is awesome. Okay, let's have a look at the arms. So that's strapped onto us, and that is also strapped onto us. So, I mean, we can probably go for just one of those, really. I mean, we're not getting... we're getting the same amount of protection from them, but the coverage from the leather arm guards is a lot higher. So we're going to take those off. So we will unequip those. Okay. Let's see. Arms and hands. Okay, so hands I don't think we have to worry about. Legs we do. So cargo pants, they are going to need to go because they're on the regular layer. That's strapped on. Okay, so cargo pants, you are gone. We weren't wearing our underwear top as well. Probably need to. Okay, and feet we should be fine. Yeah, the foots, we do not need to worry about the foots. Okay, we're dead tired. Let's go ahead and wear our survivor suit. Hell freaking yes. Our torso is very hampered. Okay, so we'll have a look at our torso and see exactly just how hampered it is. It is hampered. It is hampered. So let's see where the hampering is happening. So it's... I think the reason why it's gone up is because the survivor suit is more encumbering. We've just added encumbrance to it. So I think it would be... I think it's going to be beneficial for us to step down from the duffel bag and have something that's not quite as big as the duffel bag. I feel like the duffel bag is a little too much. So at the moment, that's got us on 28, which is, that's really, really good. So we want to have a look at storage possibilities and go for something that's going to work for us. So we're looking at storage. Baldric. What the hell is a baldric? It's a leather scabbard big enough for anything up to a longsword. Ah, nice. And so that's at the waist. We've got a back scabbard, survivor harness. That is worn at the waist. See, we could probably get away with wearing that. It gives us a little bit of extra carrying capacity. It's got a tactical sling for a small rifle. That's kind of tempting. So the runner pack has next to no encumbrance, but the storage capacity is pretty low, all things considered. Survivor rucksack might be something that we want to try and work towards because the encumbrance on that's pretty good. The storage is great. So what we need is thread, and that's totally doable. So the best way for us to do that is to look at the strings that we have and work with those. But seeing as we are dead tired, or at the very least we seem to be quite close to, let's deal with this first. Remove the food, grab that sucker, run it over here. Can't believe how much meat we've actually got done in this episode. I'm really, really happy with this. So 480, this is going to be the last of the charcoal. We'll go ahead and reload, put all of that in there, and let's go ahead and insert food. We're going to insert the chunks of meat. Okay, and let's see. Inspect the smoking rack. So we're going to have to remove some of the meat, I think. Need 20 extra charges of charcoal. Remove the food. Insert food, chunks of meat. Let's go 60. Is that going to be enough? It is. Okay, great. Light it up. Okay, so I'm going to make us some atomic coffee because I want to see exactly what it's going to be like, and I really hope that this doesn't kill us. Atomic coffee. Fantastic. It's going to take 6 minutes for us to make. We're going to use some regular water, and we are going to consume it. Do it. And wow, this atomic coffee has a kick. I'm sure it does. And as you can see, we're actually irradiated. Now, how irradiated are we? I don't know. I don't know. Were we irradiated before? I don't think so. So let's go take some Prussian blue to help counteract that, because I'm pretty sure it's Prussian blue that helps counteract the effects of radiation, or is it the iodine tablets? Potassium iodide, taken prior to exposure, may mitigate it, so we need Prussian blue then. Nope, I've just been typing the wrong things. Let's go search for Prussian. Prussian blue. Fantastic. Let's go take 5. We will go ahead and take a Prussian blue tablet. Okay, we take some. Let's hope it helps counteract that. Let's just have a look at the Prussian blue. Capable of purging nuclear contaminants from the body if taken after radiation exposure. Okay, so well, let's hope that that does that. Okay, so we got some more meat done there, which is fantastic. I'm pretty happy with us. However, we are going to need to try and take apart some strings to get thread. I don't know how many strings we have here at the moment. We've got enough. Fantastic. Let's just take 2 small strings and we'll take both of those apart. We will disassemble, get some thread, and we'll do it one more time. Small string, disassemble, yes. Now we should be able to make ourselves a survivor rucksack. Storage, survivor rucksack. There we go. Now we could actually fail at this. The difficulty is 6, so we are going to be improving our fabrication while working on this. So, I mean, I'm happy with it. It's going to use a tool belt, that's okay. It's going to use duct tape, that's also okay. Don't fail. You got this, buddy. Come on, Bran. Yes! There we go. I don't know where it dropped. I think it must be here. Yep, survivor rucksack. Fan-freaking-tastic. We are going to wear it. And let's see. Our torso encumbrance is 46. That's definitely livable. Definitely livable. Nice. I'm down with that. Now we're very hungry. We're going to have the irradiated banana if we haven't eaten it already. I think we may have. Or I dropped it somewhere. Oh, we dropped it here. Okay. Eat the irradiated banana. We're going to irradiate us a little bit. That's okay. Let's see. Hang on. Did we fire that? I thought we fired it. Is that not fired? Oh, hang on. No, this is done. Okay, well, let's walk through the smoke then. Alright, let's try not give ourselves an asthma attack. We're going to remove food from the smoking rack. Okay, so that's the last lot of smoked meat that we've got there. Yeah, so looking at our volume, we're looking at 35 all up, which that's pretty good, all things considered. Nice. And we've got so much smoked meat out of this whole process, so I'm really, really happy with that as well. I would like to be able to make more charcoal. For that, we are going to need to rebuild the charcoal kiln. We've got all of those bones that we can use in there as well, so that's also good for us. Yeah, I'm really happy. And the survivor suit, that's just awesome. It's adding encumbrance to our arms and left leg. Okay, so wearing this outside items. Oh, right. Okay, it's being worn outside. I didn't actually realize it was doing that. Yeah, so it's interesting. The layers are actually making sense now. So we want to go ahead and put that on the inside. You see how it was yellow then? Okay, survivor suit, that's fantastic. Now, I would like to try and see if we can reinforce it. So we're going to need the tailor's kit to be able to do that. So we'll have a quick search for tailor's kit. We'll take 1 and we'll reload it. We should have some thread on the ground. We do not have thread to reload it. Okay, so we'll go and take another one of those small strings. Like so. And I will miss it. Just take the 1. And go ahead, disassemble, yes, reload the tailor's kit, and let's go activate it and see if we're going to be able to repair this thing. It's a big maybe, really. I'd like to do the rucksack as well, if possible. Ooh, the chance is there. Let's see. We'll go and until success, failure, or level up. Let's see how we do. We will use the leather patches on person. And we did it, just like that. We got it to be extra sturdy. Brilliant. Next up, we will try and do the same thing to our survivor rucksack. Chances are about the same. And our vision starts to blur. Let's see. We are successful. Fantastic. We're going to go ahead. Yeah. See. Oh, no. Our vision's blurring because I think our contacts just ran out. So we just need to take some more. So we'll grab one of those while we're here. Contact lenses. Just grab 1 for now. Activate and apply. Fantastic. We can see clearly. Okay. Repair. Let's go for our long underwear. Fantastic. We will go ahead and reinforce the underwear as you do. And finally, let's see if we can reinforce our socks. Our tool does not have enough charge to be able to do that, unfortunately. So we could go and take the final string. We do have long strings there. If we take those apart, we get many small strings and we get more thread that way as well. This is the fastest way for us to get it. So we want to go and reload the tailor's kit and try and do that again until success. And same one last time. Nope, I don't want to do those. There we go. Electric gloves. And we will go until we get a success. Brilliant. So all of that is reinforced now. The only things that aren't are our watch, the tie clip, and the dust mask, which that's just fine. Not freaking bad, Bran. Not freaking bad. We do have a lot of things that we need to just drop off onto the ground that we don't need to be carrying with us. The atomic coffee maker, I reckon we're probably going to keep with us. I'm tempted to make like the baldric or something like that for our broadsword, just because we use it so often. I think it would be worthwhile. However, the only thing that concerns me is our torso is already quite encumbered. It would mean that we'd potentially be encumbering it further from how it is at the moment. If we took off, say, the Kevlar vest, the MBR vest with the Kevlar plates, if we took that off, we might be looking a little bit better. That's giving us an encumbrance of 8. So it's the question of whether we want to be fast at drawing or what we want to do there. I mean, we can have a look and see how much it's going to take up in terms of encumbrance. So have a look at armor, and I think it was under, is it under other? Or is it under, it'd be storage. Yeah. So it was called a baldric. It's an encumbrance of 3, which isn't bad at all. It is designed to be worn around the waist, secured by a shoulder belt. Activate to sheath or draw a sword. Gear is worn on or around your waist. So I wonder, oh no, the layer is waist, so I don't think it will be having a conflict, but it is going to give us 3 extra encumbrance. It's not the end of the world. 12 leather patches we need, so we are going to need some more leather patches out of this thing. What are we going to get the maximum amount of leather patches from? Let's see, what have we got? We've got that electric balaclava still that we could theoretically be wearing on our face, which we aren't at the moment, because we probably don't need to. Let's see, we've got lots of things that are unclean there. The boots, we could cut those up and get some back from. The armored leather vest, we'd probably go ahead and cut that up now, because we're not going to be using that again, I think. I don't foresee us using that again. So we'll go ahead. There are no corpses here to butcher. You don't have the necessary tools to disassemble the items here. Interesting. I can't cut up the leather vest. I can't disassemble it either. Interesting. Okay, well that's rather limiting. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything with that. We've got the spear strap, which is also made out of leather, so we might be able to get something back from that. We're unlikely to use it again, so why the hell not? Let's see if there's anything else that we can do that to before we have to start cleaning things up again. The hooded hard hat is going to be plastic. The riot helmet, plastic and steel. And the pair of boots, why not? We'll go ahead and drop those off. You and you. And we will go ahead and cut up everything. We got 10 of the patches, 12. I think that should be enough to make ourselves a baldric. And that it is. We can also make a back scabbard, but I think having the one on the waist is going to be what we want. Yeah, let's go ahead and make this thing. We're going to use duct tape or super glue. We'll use duct tape. And bam, there we go. We've got a baldric. So let's just have a look at our torso encumbrance and everything else, just for the time being. And now we're going to go where, and we'll see how that's changed. Our torso encumbrance has gone up to 49. So, I mean, yes, we are quite encumbered on our torso. The only other thing that we could do to lessen that would be taking off the MBR vest. It does give us good bash and cut protection, but we're already getting that pretty decently from the combination of the survivor suit and the Kevlar vest. We'll take this off for now, and we'll just see if that impacts us a lot. It takes us down to 41, so yeah, it does make a difference. I think what we'll do is we'll fight with it on for now, and we'll see if it makes, a massive, massive difference. The baldric, we should probably see if we can reinforce that at the same time, if it's possible. Baldric, and we'll go ahead until success or failure. We do not have enough charges. Well, we were close, but no cigar, unfortunately. We're very hungry. We can deal with that. We have a quite a sizable amount of meat with us now. We can't just make a straight up sausage though. I didn't realize we could just cook it right away, which that's kind of good at the same time, and it lasts a season. Fantastic. And that's because of the charcoal smoker is nearby and it still has some charges. Huh. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and, yeah, sure, do that. It's the first day of spring. You see that? The snow outside there just left. Now, the way I like to kind of see that is that because this is quite an advanced lab, that these little areas outside here were meant to reflect the outside world for the people who are living underneath the ground here. So they're perfectly climate controlled to change the environment of these little outside spaces to reflect what it's like up on the surface. That's my theory, anyway. And that's why we can see that just changed from being a snowy kind of grass to being, dry, and now it's springtime. Let's have the rest of these sausages, eh? Okay, have some of that water. We're slaked. I'm feeling pretty good. As Bran, I'm feeling pretty good. This thing should be nearly done smoking at this stage. We've got how much longer? Inspect smoking rack. It will be finished in less than an hour. Brilliant. Well, we've got ourselves a survivor suit now. Bran is looking a lot better. The only other thing that I think we'd want to try and do in terms of building things for him right now is potentially swapping out this army helmet for the survivor hood. So this is going to be giving us a coverage of 95, and it gives us bash and cut of 10 and 15. If we were to use, say, for example, the hood, if we go to head, survivor hood, that's giving us 8 and 12 for 15 encumbrance. More often than not, the survivor stuff is better than anything else. Now, because this is a hood, I think we'd be able to wear the hood over the top of our army helmet, so I'm willing to give this a try. It's also going to have a chance to fail, but I'm feeling lucky. Let's see how lucky we are. And we're relatively lucky, it would seem. Let's go ahead. We cannot wear it with other headgear. That's really unfortunate. But we did potentially get closer to leveling up our skill. Let's have a look at the survivor hood versus the army helmet and just see who would win in the battle of wits. The army helmet does seem to come out on top. It doesn't have the environmental protection, so the acid and fire protection. I think this would actually keep us good in the rain, potentially. It won't let water through. That also doesn't as well, so the army is the same. It says this is generally worn over clothing. So I'm surprised that I can't combine the survivor hood with the army helmet. It's on layer outer as well, so I don't know why I can't wear one with the other. Sometimes helmets can be a little strange like that, so we might need to take off the army helmet and then put the other one on. It's weird sometimes. So if we go... Unless that they can apply to each other, I don't know. Put the survivor hood on for now, which looks awesome. Cannot wear with other headgear. Because we're not going over a limit, because the head limit is high. I think it's like 50. So I don't know why I can't use that. The hood is pretty cool because it works with the rest of the survivor gear that we have so far, so I'm tempted to keep that. I'm just a little disappointed that the army helmet isn't wanting to play ball, surprisingly enough. Survivor rucksack is not what I wanted to do. It was the survivor hood, because we can further reinforce the survivor hood, not just by reinforcing it, but we can also apply extra layers of Kevlar to it using the Tailor's kit. And yeah, this episode's gone on for a while. It's probably going to go on for just a little bit longer because I'm wanting to... Oh, is this done? Oh, we've got extra charges in there. Oh, fantastic. That's all done. I'm wanting just to get these bits and pieces out the way at this stage. We've got some chunks of meat there. I guess I could put those in there. We've got 95 charges in there. Insert food. Remaining capacity is 20. How much can we get with 95? Let's just go ahead and put 10. And just see. No, we can't light it up. We need an extra 5 charges. So let's go ahead and remove and just add 5. I don't know if that's how it works. No, it isn't how it works. Okay, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and pick up these chunks of meat and remove that. Drop them over there with the others. But, I mean, all things considered, that's a lot. It's a lot of smoked meat. I mean, we've gone over half, which is awesome. The offal is going to go off soon. Shit happens. Could be a lot worse. I'm really, really happy with how Bran's done so far. But yes, sorry, as I was trying to say, I would prefer if I got these things out the way in this episode. So we're going to take these 2 long strings, and we're just going to work at reinforcing that survivor hood so that we're ready to go in the next. Okay, so the other long string, we're going to do that as well. Go ahead and disassemble you. And then let's grab some of those small strings that we have there. And we're going to disassemble those, getting 50 thread. And we'll just do that one more time. Whack it up to 100. And then we are going to reload the tailor's kit, which we will grab from here. Just one. Reload the tailor's kit. Thank you very much. Okay, so the survivor's hood we still have on us. We're going to go ahead, first of all, and just see if we can reinforce the sucker until success. We do not have the leather patches necessary. That's unfortunate. Well, okay, if we're not going to do that, at least at this stage, let's see if we're able to modify the survivor hood. So for us to be, we can pad it with Kevlar, which is exactly what I wanted to do. It's going to bring the encumbrance up to 23, but it's going to bring the bash and cut protection up by a fair amount, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and do that. It is a much stronger survivor hood now. It would be perfect to be able to just do a little bit of work to it though. We just need some leather. Unfortunately, the couches are made out of cloth and not leather. I don't think we have anything else other than the holster, which I could take apart. And it'll give us some leather. Let's do that. Go ahead and drop that sucker on the ground. Cut up the holster. 1 leather patch. I can't remember how much we actually needed, but we'll see. We'll go repair and see if we're able to reinforce it. Looks like yes. Yes, indeed. It is at its maximum potential now. So go put that survivor hood on, and we're looking good. Our head protection is going to be a lot higher than it was. Yeah, not bad. 12 and 20. Good protection. All round good protection. Okay, well, we have a number of things here that I'm going to want to try and drop off before the next, but I reckon we're going to be trying to see if we can get that motorcycle working. We only have a few charges left in this inhaler. We do have a oxygen kit that we can bring with us, which will keep us alive in the event of us running into an emergency. But guys and gals, that has been our mega episode of smoking meat and designing new clothes for Bran. He's not doing too bad, and we did preserve a whole heap of that meat that I didn't think we were possibly going to be able to do. Now, I'm probably going to set off some more charcoal to go, but for that we'll need more rocks, etc, etc. You know how it is. Guys and gals, that has been us for today's episode though. Thank you all for joining me. I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.